Hi, my name is Ashley McNeese, and the title of my presentation is Purchasing New Chairs for the Sanctuary at Wood Forest Church. Recently, our pastor approached me about researching options for new chairs for our sanctuary at our church. So the purpose of this presentation is to talk about our perspective going into this purchase, the research that we did for the different chair options, and then ultimately what we're going to recommend our church purchase as our new sanctuary chairs. Before we even talk about the problems that we have with our current chairs or recommend anything new, we'd want to acknowledge that this is a big expense for our church. But it's important to think about this not just as an expense, but an investment. We're serving the Lord and serving our community through hospitality, and we want to create a welcoming and comfortable environment to do that. We believe in giving the Lord our best, giving others our best, and we want to be good stewards of our finances and get the best possible option. So let's talk about what this project is actually going to cover. First, we needed to assess our current needs. So we'll talk about the issues that we discussed with our pastor when we sat down to decide, do we need new chairs? What is our budget? What are we trying to fix here? And then with that list of qualifications and a structure moving forward, we decided to start researching based on those requirements, and that helped us to narrow down our search as we looked online for different chair options. And then from all of those, we were able to recommend what we feel is the best option for our church. So one of the first things that we had to do was sit down and assess our current chairs and the needs that we have there. There are several things that we discussed. First, the chairs are covered in a very cheap material that has not held up very well, and it tears easily and it doesn't clean well. We've used even professional type cleaning products and it just hasn't responded well. And also there are metal baskets under the chairs that bend and even break fairly easily, and several of those are broken and several chairs are stained. The main problem that we have with our current chairs is that the connection hardware is extremely problematic. Rather than just having the standard ganging brackets that most church chairs have, our chairs require an extra step, and someone has to screw in the bolts by hand on each chair in order for them to be connected. So, of course, this is incredibly time consuming. It's tedious. Someone has to lie on the floor to do this to our 100 plus chairs. And the problem is we have to do this at least twice a year for different events, and our chairs won't lock in place unless someone does this. So going forward and researching, after looking at all those issues, we had several qualifications to meet. Size, we wanted at least a 20 to 21 inch seat, good quality. Of course, the right hardware was probably the most important thing, and then a good color and the right price to meet our budget, and we wanted to stay under $50 per chair. After looking at dozens of choices online, we recommend the Optima Sanctuary chair from Chairs for Worship. It comes in multiple colors. It has hideaway brackets with none of the problematic hardware issues we were dealing with. It allows for more flexible arrangements rather than just straight rows, and it's the right width. It's 20 inches wide, and most importantly, it is the right price. They are $49.99 each, which is right at our budget. So in conclusion, we want, first of all, to have the right perspective when it comes to this purchase. We want to view it as an opportunity to serve the Lord and our community and be good stewards of what we have. We want to address the problems with our current chairs and make sure that any new purchase will take care of these issues. And then we want to recommend the best option for our church, and we believe that that is the Optima Sanctuary chair from Chairs for Worship. Again, we want to view this purchase not just as an expense, but as an investment, and it truly will be a long-term investment for our church because we want to purchase 200 of these chairs. That will be plenty not only for this space that we're in, but for the space that we are looking to move into in the next year. So we want to give generously, and we want to pray that we will see the results of our investment as we move forward, and that we will serve our community and the Lord in the best way possible. If you have any questions or feedback about this presentation, I'd love to hear from you. You can call me at 252-670-6875. You can email me at abmcneese@liberty.edu, or we can interact in our discussion board Forum 3. Thank you so much.